Alright, so this is a Corsair, I believe, K70 gaming keyboard with some fancy mechanical switches that was given to me by the actual owner of the product. For once it wasn't out of the trash. And according to him, this was liquid damaged. It was soaked with one of those horrible sugary drinks you can buy, and ever since the buttons have been a bit sticky and horrible. You're not going to be able to feel them on camera, but they just don't really have a right feel to them. A lot of them don't. So, according to the previous owner, he went to some effort to clean it up. I think he had it apart and like wiped off a PCB, which is actually relatively clean. I've given it a bit of a further wipe down, and I think he's shoved it in his dishwasher or something. So it has had some effort made to it, but he hasn't managed to actually get inside the mechanism of the switches to clean it out properly. So that's a real shit work if you're going to do it one by one. So what I got down there is a mix of about 1.5 litres of deionized water, just normal battery water, and about a deciliter of rubbing alcohol, or rather 99% pure isopropyl. And it's a weak alcoholic solution. I figured we'd give it a go, just soaking this thing and seeing if the solution is going to be able to clean out the switches. Because, most of a sugary drink is going to be pretty water soluble, since, it comes in a water solution to begin with, and you've just basically remove the water to leave all the sticky crap behind when it goes safe like this. So let's just drop it in there and give it a bit of a scrub around and see if it works. Alright, so after about half an hour of washing and a few hours of drying, I think we might be about ready to put this thing back together. There seems to be no water left in it, and I'm happy to report that all the dickiness that was present in some of these switches seems to be absolutely gone. The issues seem to be centered around this general area, with the rest being kind of okay, and I could see some faint traces of liquid damage along the lower end of the PCB, which makes sense since your keyboard is normally tilted towards you. But yeah, I'm very positive, because these switches, well, I'm no fan of the red switches. They feel as red switches should. So as long as there hasn't been any sustained damage to the actual contact material by the draining and washing machine and whatever this has been through, I'm pretty positive that this keyboard is going to be ready to live another life. It seems that I've made a bit of a whoopsie on my violent washing there, but that's going to buff out. Seems to be no damage on the actual PCB of this thing from anything though. It seems to be built around an NXP microcontroller, little voltage reg there. Quite a lot of wiring going to this actual PCB. We've got some 5 connectors hooking everything together. There's a little sub board with a couple of extra buttons and a little scrolly bar thing. Something I have noticed about these keyboards in general, I've seen this on several mechanical boards, and the solder joints of the keys seems to often be of very bad quality. So yeah, I'm gonna have a look through these just in case, because I've actually seen these break on like 2 different keyboards. So yeah, that's not very encouraging about the build quality of so-called long-lasting mechanical keyboards. Anyway, we don't care about that now, we care about the switches, so let's just mount this together and get all of those put back. Alright, moment of truth. Is it still going to power up? Oh, that's a light show. So we've got the lights. It's responding to the brightness thing. Fair enough. So at least the CPU is still working. Let's see if it'll type. Caps lock. Yeah. Non-lock. That's triggering fine. Uh-oh. I don't need it to light up. Whoa, man, I think the acid's kicking in. I can see unicorns.